Today, I speak to this amendment. This amendment will restore revenue sharing to cities, townships, and villages to include for funding these city, townships, and villages that have not qualified for revenue sharing before. Mr. Speaker, revenue sharing guarantees municipalities are able to pay for the basic services that citizens rely on every single day. These are considered requirements for living in a civilized society. Things like police, fire protection services, trash removal, public building maintenance. This is what revenue sharing funding goes to for our cities, villages, townships, municipalities. And without revenue sharing, there is no one to answer your frantic phone call in the middle of the night if you're calling one of our first responders. There's no one to pull you out of your vehicle when one of our infamous potholes forces you to crash. There's no public safety without public funds. So cutting revenue sharing and the revenue sharing incentive program will make it even more difficult for cities, villages, and townships, local communities, to provide the services that make our communities places where businesses want to locate and where people want to raise their families, Mr. Speaker. Revenue sharing is something that is very critical to these local economies. No matter how small a community is, their economy, or whether it's a boom or a bust, it impacts our state's economy as well. We need all of our communities to thrive, Mr. Speaker, and it's our responsibility here at the state to ensure that they can do that. And they cannot do that if they have absorbed more revenue sharing cuts time after time. So today, Mr. Speaker, I ask that my colleagues in this chamber consider about when they go home to their local communities, when they speak to their mayors, they speak to their city councilmen, speak to folks in the county commissioners, who all complain that we need more revenue sharing just so they can function and fund basic services. So we need to restore supplemental CVT and county revenue sharing incentives so our communities can take care of their residents and contribute to the success of our state and economy as well. So today, Mr. Speaker, I ask for support for this amendment, and I ask that my colleagues support it as well. Thank you.
The question before the House is on the adoption of the amendment. The clerk will open the board. The amendment is not adopted.